My 21st birthday was the day my childhood best friend, Chase, took my virginity. Even though I cried my eyes out from the pain, my heart swelled with joy. I thought I'd finally won him over. But when I opened my eyes, he was gone. I walked back to campus alone, only to overhear him and Mandy talking on the quad. Chase, you're doing this on purpose, right? Just because I went to a movie with my senior. He shrugged nonchalantly. So what? You can go to movies with other guys, why can't I sleep with other girls? Chase, we're over. But the next second, he pulled Mandy into a hug, his tone frantic. I don't like her. I was scared you'd hurt, so I practiced on her. I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. Please forgive me? Then, they kissed, right there in public. I became the laughingstock of the entire school. I didn't cry or make a scene. I quietly submitted an application to the university for a semester abroad exchange program. Chase, consider this our goodbye. For years, Chase knew I liked him. He never accepted me, but he never rejected me either. Maybe that ambiguity gave me false hope. Hearing those words today shattered every expectation and every ounce of love I had for him. After their kiss, Mandy leaned against his chest, her cheeks flushed. Was her kiss sweeter than mine? Chase scoffed. How would I know? I barely kissed her. Oh my God, so how did you know? She was like a dead fish in the hotel room. Honestly, with her body, I couldn't even tell front from back. If I wasn't thinking about you the whole time, I couldn't have done it. Chase, how are you going to cover this up? You two grew up together, what if she's angry? Chase kissed her forehead carelessly. It's fine. I always thought of her as a brother. It's just sex, no big deal. I'm with my true love now. She'll be happy for me, she won't blame me. Mandy giggled. Wow, she's really open-minded. I couldn't do that. Chase ruffled her hair affectionately. You're so pure and innocent. She could never compare to you. It was 90 degrees outside, but I was freezing, shivering uncontrollably. Then, Chase's roommates ran by with a basketball. I quickly crouched in the bushes. Hey, I heard you two are finally an item. Then they saw Chase wasn't holding me. What's? Before he could finish, someone interrupted. Can't you see? That's Mandy, our school beauty. I always said Taylor was beneath Chase. Look at her, she's so obsessed with Chase. Seriously disgusting. That was Evan, Chase's sidekick, and one of Mandy's sycophants. He'd once pissed Chase off and got beat up, and I'd begged Chase to go easy on him. I realized how stupid I'd been. I should have let him rot. I didn't want to hear anything else. I went back to my dorm. I don't remember how I got back. I avoided eye contact with everyone, their stares felt like daggers. I just wanted to curl up in bed and disappear. Soon, my roommates returned, oblivious to my presence huddled under the covers. They started gossiping. Did you hear? Chase slept with Taylor and then bailed. Lynn shrieked with laughter. Serves her right. That airhead, she deserved it. I hate how she acts all goody two-shoes. She's a good student, so what? She still got played. Speaking of school, I heard the department has exchange program spots for next semester. Only scholarship recipients qualify. A tiny spark of hope flickered in my despair. I needed to escape. Suddenly, my throat tickled, and I coughed. My roommates stared at me in shock. I ignored them, turning my face to the wall. Lynn yelled, "What's your problem?" "We're just telling the truth, you got used, right?" The others tried to quiet her. My heart felt like it was being pierced by 1,000 needles. I couldn't bear her insults anymore. I ran out of the dorm, to the moon lake, and sobbed. I heard footsteps. A hand slapped my back hard. Oh, it's you, Chase's little dog. What are you crying about? It was Mandy. She sneered, arms crossed. You're a top student, so what? Nobody likes you. You know what they're saying? That you're a cheap hooker. Her laughter was piercing, and my face burned with shame. Then, she slapped me. She glared. Chase's first time should have been mine. You stole it, you bitch. I'm going to teach you a lesson, you'll never steal from me again. She started slapping me again. I fought back, blocking her attacks. She was pushing me toward the lake. Suddenly, she screamed and fell into the water. Tears welled up in my eyes. A figure flashed before me, jumping in to save her. It was Chase. Rage filled his eyes. Taylor, are you insane? I stared at him, disbelief washing over me. Mandy started to speak. She cried, sobbing. Chase, I know she's your best friend. I didn't want to cause trouble between you, I just wanted to comfort her. I was so scared. I thought I was going to die, I was so afraid of never seeing you again. Chase, hold me tight. I almost laughed. Moon Lake is just a shallow ditch, you can't drown even if you squat in it. But Chase believed her. Taylor, I didn't expect you to be so petty. I should have just picked a different girl that day. I'm warning you, Mandy is my one and only. If you ever touch her again, I'll cut you off. He stormed away, carrying Mandy. I silently wept, clutching my burning cheeks. Yes, I used to fear those words, I'll cut you off. In high school, I scored first in the grade, could have gone to an Ivy League school, but he threatened to cut me off if I didn't go to the same college as him. So I threw away my future to be with him. I was terrified of losing him. Now I see it was all a joke. The next day, I submitted my application. Then I waited for the acceptance letter. Afterward, I went to the library, forcing myself to focus on my studies. By evening, my stomach rumbled, and I reluctantly left. On my way to the cafeteria, several guys emerged from the bushes, surrounding me with cigarettes hanging from their mouths. Taylor, I heard you're easy. I've never been with a smart girl before. Come to a motel with me, I won't disappoint you, I'm good in bed. I stumbled backward, only to bump into another guy. They laughed, closing in. One reached for my face. I threw my books at them. They weren't angry, they laughed harder. They ripped my shirt, unbuttoning it, exposing me. I covered myself, screaming for help. One groaned and fell. Then another, and another. Chase was punching them, each blow packed with force. After he was done, he tossed his jacket to me. I quickly put it on. He pulled me close, his hand on my shoulder. Taylor is mine. Anyone who touches her again, I'll bankrupt them. Everyone knew how rich Chase's family was, no one dared to mess with him. They begged for mercy and ran. I looked at him gratefully, my heart stirring again. It always happened this way, just when I was about to give up, he gave me a little bit of hope. He kept me dangling. He walked up to me, mocking me. You little wimp, didn't even mention my name? What's the point of being my friend for all these years? I blurted out, all this trouble is because of you. He laughed. You're actually mad? It's just sex. And I haven't settled the score with you about Mandy yet. Let's call it even, we're still friends, right? I cried. I don't want to be your friend. I'm a girl. Then I ran. Summer break came quickly. After that incident, I never saw Chase again. I spent my days studying and working part-time. One day, I got a call. It was the police. Chase had gotten into a fight, and they wanted me to come to the station. I rushed over. He was sitting there, bruised and battered, but he smiled when he saw me. You fight and don't call your parents, what am I supposed to do? It's late. I didn't want to bother them. You can just take me home. At the station, I learned Chase had fought because of Mandy. Some thugs had been harassing her, and he defended her. I took a cab to his house and went home. Our houses weren't far apart, he lived in an upscale neighborhood, and I lived in a normal residential area nearby. Soon after I got home, my mom got a call and rushed me to Chase's mansion. Chase was standing in the corner, being scolded. Chase's mom looked displeased. "Taylor, I know you two grew up together and are close, but you shouldn't have encouraged my son to fight. Stay away from troublemakers. Susan, you should teach your daughter better." I stared at Chase in disbelief. He'd blamed me for everything, using me as a shield for Mandy. I tried to explain, but my mom forcefully pressed my head down. "Apologize to your aunt." I wanted to protest, but my mom subtly shook her head. I bowed my head. Outside, tears streamed down my face. "Mom, I didn't do anything." "Why apologize?" "Honey, your mother knows you. But they're rich and powerful, they won't believe us. It's better to apologize and save face." Chase and I grew up in the same courtyard. Back then, his family was poor. His parents were always out working, and my mom cooked for both of us every day. Then they got rich and moved to the mansion, but we stayed close. Now, because of this, my mom was also suffering. My last hope for Chase shattered. Days later, Chase came to my house after recovering. I didn't go out, my mom, understanding, blocked him at the door. "Chase, Taylor's leaving for her exchange program soon, she's busy studying. We'll talk later." Chase's face froze. He yelled at my door, "Taylor, why didn't you tell me you were leaving? I won't let you go." He wouldn't stop yelling, so I opened the door. "Stop shouting. Whether I go abroad or not is none of your business. Why would you stop me? Who are you to me?" "I'm your..." He hesitated. "Then, I'm your big brother, looking out for you. Why didn't you tell me?" I waved him off impatiently. "Not anymore. Go away." He wouldn't leave, so I dragged him away to avoid a neighborly complaint. We found a small creek. I sat down heavily. He sat beside me, instinctively putting his arm around my neck. I shoved him away. Men and women should keep a distance. "Don't touch me." He looked innocent. "What's wrong? We always did this." "That was then. We won't do it anymore." "Why?" "Because we can't go back." I stood to leave, but he grabbed my arm. He said 3 words, "I'm sorry." My nose twitched, tears streaming down my face. "Chase, why? Why do you always do this? You mess with me, then apologize. What am I to you? You know I've liked you for years, right? You bullied me because you know I like you. Why? What did I do to deserve this? Do you know how important a woman's first time is? If you don't love me, why did you take my most precious thing?" Chase was stunned, speechless. After a moment, he mumbled something completely irrelevant. "Weren't we talking about you going abroad?" I laughed through my tears. "So, you don't want me to leave? You want me to be your scapegoat again? Money and power let you bully people? Even my mom?" He waved his hands frantically. "No. Impossible. Aunt Susan raised me. She's like my mom. I'd never hurt her. My mom pushed me, I just said it. Mandy is so innocent, so fragile, I was afraid my mom would go after her, so..." I finished his sentence. "So I'm tough enough to take the blame?" "Chase, I'm a person too. I have feelings. I've always put you first. My mom and I have been so good to you. Didn't you care about our feelings? Don't ever contact me again." That's it. I ran home, crying. While preparing to leave for college, I got a shocking call from the university. My exchange program spot was taken, by Mandy. My grades are better than hers. Why? You approved my application. Taylor, calm down. The university has its reasons. That's that. He hung up. This was devastating. I stormed to the university. On the way, I bumped into Chase. He stopped me. Where are you going? Let go. Mandy's going abroad. You're with her, why would she? He cut me off. I know. I told my mom I'll pay for her to study abroad. I stared, dumbfounded. He wouldn't let me go, but he'd readily follow Mandy. Was this some cruel joke? My spot was supposed to be mine. Did you steal it for her? Chase scoffed. What are you talking about? My baby earned it. She's amazing, why shouldn't she get the spot? Her grades are much lower than mine. She failed English. Taylor, don't slander my baby. She just had a bad test. I was speechless. I stormed to the department head's office. But I was no match for him. No matter what I said, he repeated, the university has its reasons. Despair washed over me. I squatted by Moon Lake and sobbed. A clear voice called my name. I wiped my tears. He looked familiar. I'd seen him at basketball games. He was always the second loudest after Chase. Hi, I'm Luke, a computer science senior. I mumbled an acknowledgement. He squatted beside me, showing no signs of leaving. You're curious how I know your name, right? I chuckled wryly. The whole school probably knows. My reputation is ruined. You're wrong. I heard Mandy talking to the department head about taking your spot. I was intrigued. Do you know why I was replaced? He showed me his phone. A video shattered my world. It was Mandy having sex with the department head in his office. Now I understood his vague response. He had no legitimate reason. I stood up abruptly, losing my balance. Luke caught me. We were in an awkward embrace. Blushing, I pulled away. He smiled brightly. You're going to see Mandy, right? I stared in surprise. I checked. She'll be at the Jean Bar tonight. Whoa, you're a mind reader? He laughed, his eyes crinkling at the corners. I'm just making logical deductions. Why are you helping me? I'll tell you later. That night, I went to the bar alone. The loud music was overwhelming. The dimly lit space was filled with scantily clad people. I searched for Mandy for half an hour. I couldn't take the music anymore and walked to a nearby alley for some quiet. I saw Mandy handing a packet of powder to a man, then receiving money. I froze. It was a drug deal. Mandy saw me and screamed, running towards me. I couldn't move. Just as she neared, a hand pulled me back. I ran. When Mandy was out of sight, we stopped. We were both breathless. It was Luke. Why are you here? I was worried you'd be unsafe alone. But I'm too late. I pulled out my phone. I'm calling the police. She's dealing drugs. He stopped me. Do you have proof? Even if you recorded it, she could say it was flour. Can you prove otherwise? He was right. I gave up on confronting Mandy. Luke drove me home. But Mandy came looking for me. Around 10 p.m., my window was smashed. Mandy yelled from below. Taylor, get down here. Mom looked worried. I'll come with you. I reassured her. It's okay. She's a girl, I'm a girl. What's she going to do? I went downstairs. But there were several people with her. She dragged me to a tree. Taylor, I'm warning you, if you tell anyone what you saw yesterday, you'll regret it. Her companion spoke up. Don't waste time. She needs a beating. They picked up rocks and threw them at my head. Before I could react, someone shoved me. There was a scream. Mom lay on the ground, bleeding, unconscious. They ran off, leaving me holding my mother, frantically calling for help. At the hospital, after explaining everything, Mom was wheeled out of surgery. I asked the doctor anxiously, but he shook his head. Prepare yourself. Her injuries are severe. Whether she wakes up depends on her will. My blood ran cold. It felt surreal. Chase rushed in. Taylor, how's your aunt? Tears streamed down my face. I grabbed his collar. It was Mandy. She's the one who almost killed Mom. She's a murderer. I'll have her arrested. Chase shook me. Taylor, are you out of your mind? Mandy wouldn't do that. She's scared of even stepping on a cockroach. You're jealous of her. This is a criminal case. Don't slander her. I slapped him. You're the biggest idiot. Did you give her our address? Yes, she said she was sorry for taking your spot and wanted to apologize. Why are you accusing her? I wanted to kill him. Get lost. Chase shrugged. Okay. You're too worked up. Let's talk later. He left. I stayed by Mom's side all night, consumed by guilt. If I hadn't fallen for Chase, if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't have wanted to go abroad, wouldn't have confronted Mandy, and Mom wouldn't be hurt. It was all my fault. I hated Chase, Mandy, and myself. Luke came with breakfast the next morning. Eat something. Someone has to take care of your mom. I shook my head. 2 police officers entered. I asked eagerly, what happened? Did you arrest her? What's her sentence? They exchanged glances, delivering devastating news. We found them, but they said they were with Mandy to apologize. They never saw your mother. Impossible. Did you check the security footage? That area doesn't have cameras. What about the rock? There would be fingerprints. We haven't found the rock yet. I collapsed into a chair. Then I remembered. Mandy deals drugs. They became alert. Do you have evidence? Slander has legal consequences. Powerlessness washed over me. Why were bad people getting away with it? Why did good people suffer? After the officers left, Luke comforted me. Don't worry. There's a way. Justice will prevail. I shook my head, crying. What way? Justice is a lie. Is it wrong to love someone? Is it wrong to be kind? Why punish me like this? I cried on Luke's shoulder. After Mom stabilized, I went home and searched for the rock. I questioned neighbors. Chase came again. Taylor, what are you looking for? Do you need to put Mandy in jail to feel better? That's not the Taylor I know. I glared at him, eyes bloodshot. The Taylor you know is dead. Your mom practically raised me. She's in a coma, critically injured. You're not helping, and you're blaming me? I'd rather have a dog. Taylor, if you keep talking to me like this, I won't forgive you. We grew up together, I'm heartbroken about Aunt Susan, but that doesn't justify you slandering Mandy. You should find out who she really is. She got my spot because she slept with the department head. Don't you think it's weird that she's going abroad when she already has you, a rich guy? Why don't you investigate? You claim to know me for years, but you've known her for so little time. You believe her over me. Get out. Don't let me see you again. Chase left, angry. I cried until my eyes were dry. I told myself to be strong. Mom needed me. I'd find the evidence. During my search, something big happened on campus. The department head and Mandy's affair was exposed. It went viral. The new department head called, offering me my spot back. I hung up, bitter. I desperately wanted to leave, but they wouldn't let me. Now I could leave, but I couldn't. It was ironic. Everything that happened was twisted. I had 10 days before the program started. The department head gave me 3 days to decide. I was about to call him to decline when the police called. There was new information about Mom's case. At the station, I saw Chase and Luke. The officers showed me 2 videos. One showed the person throwing the rock at Mom. They panicked and threw the rock away. We found it. We got the fingerprints. The other showed Mandy dealing drugs. It wasn't the alley I'd seen. It was a different location. Mandy's in custody. They confessed. We'll get justice for your mother. Outside, Chase wanted to talk, hesitated, and left. Luke walked with me. He found the video of the rock. A neighbor had security cameras, he contacted them and got the footage. I nodded. And Mandy's drug deal? You found that? Yes. I figured she wouldn't stop. I didn't visit because I was following her. Thank you. I don't know why you did this, but thank you. I don't know how to repay you, but I'll do anything you ask. He laughed, stopping. I do need something. You already planned this? Yes, I need you to accept the exchange program. Why? I'm also going on the exchange program. Only 2 spots, and I want a familiar face. I chuckled. That's a weak excuse. It's the truth. My mom, I can't leave. What if we could take your mom with us? Foreign medical care is much better, she might recover faster. I sighed. I don't have the money. I'd have to sell my house. He extended a hand. Taylor, let's start over. I'm Luke. My dad is High City's richest man. My jaw dropped. I'll cover all of your mother's expenses. I only ask that you study abroad with me. Why? Remember when I said you were curious how I knew your name? I nodded. I lied. I've known you for a long time. In my freshman year, I topped our class. I checked other departments, and yours stood out. You had the highest scores in every subject. I'd see you at basketball games, always in that corner, like a little puppy. I don't know why, but I thought you were the sweetest girl I'd ever seen. I started paying attention. I knew everything about you and Chase, but I didn't believe the things people said about you. I only believe what I see, what I feel. So, does my explanation satisfy you? I want you to study abroad with me, so I can grow even more. I was speechless, simply nodding. Things went smoothly. We went abroad together. Mom was admitted to the best hospital. Only one thing was unexpected. Chase followed us, paying his own way. He took care of Mom's medical expenses. He had a heart-to-heart with me. Taylor, I'm so sorry. I was arrogant. I never cared about anyone's feelings. I only cared about myself. That's why Mandy charmed me. She's sweet, manipulative, especially when she compares you to herself. It made you seem masculine. You never said sweet nothings. You quietly did everything for me, but you weren't as good at acting as her. You're always straightforward, clumsy. When I heard you were going abroad, I realized something changed inside me. I just didn't want you to leave, but I didn't know why. After everything happened, I realized, you've always been irreplaceable to me. With you around, I feel safe, at peace. Even when I did wrong, you were forgiving. You were mine, you could never leave me. I interrupted him. What are you trying to say? You've never been this verbose. He blushed. I think I like you. Another voice appeared behind us. Luke took my hand. Forget the might and think. I definitely, absolutely, positively like Taylor. We're together. You can step aside. Chase's pride flared. So what? We have 20 years of history. I'm still pursuing Taylor. Luke scoffed. She's mine. You can't take her. Chase, she's mine. Luke, mine. Chase, mine. Amid their heated argument, I walked away. I'll deal with the future later. Right now, I just want to study hard. From now on, I won't prioritize others. I'm finally learning to be kind to myself.